A few days ago, I made a post regarding the ToneBender tool that I created on the SQ community forum on Facebook. So there seems to be a little bit of confusion on how to use it. So I'm going to walk you through it real quick. It's not that hard, and I'm going to show you how you can use the curves that it produces. So let's go to the ToneBender first. So when you go to the ToneBender, it's right here. Right, the first thing that it's asking you is to download a file. Right, so you need to have a source target curve so you can change it. And here I provided a link to the Nono tuning tool, which is a great tool that I highly recommend to get your targets. So we're going to click on this. It opens a new window, and this is the Nono tuning tool. Let me maximize this. And for an example, I'm just going to pick this one. And at this point, you can enter crossovers, you can change labels, you can do a whole bunch of stuff here, but we are mainly interested on the main curve, this black curve, right? So we just want to download everything as is. Again, I don't care about labels, I don't care about crossovers, just care about the shape of the curve, which is what we need to change. So we're going to export the curve and just leave everything as is, and we're going to get the REW version. That's what we need for our purpose. Okay, so we're going to export it. So it's the Jazzy V2 export. You get a zip file, right? So let's open it. And here I've already downloaded it and I have already extracted it. So this is what we're going to use. Okay, so we're going to use, what we're looking for is the this one. We're not looking for the tweeter, we don't want the mid-range, we don't want the mid-bass, we don't want any of these. We're looking for the Jazzy V2, the 0 dB only file, right? So we're gonna import this file, and I'm on downloads. Okay, so let's go back to the tool. I'm gonna go to the ToneBender. I'm going to choose the file. We're going to pick that file that we just downloaded, and Jazzy, and we're going to pick the 0 dB. I'm going to open it. All right, so now we're just going to go ahead and load it, and this is the Jazzy curve, right, in the ToneBender. And what I like to do, you can do anything you want. That's the whole purpose of this tool. What I like to do is, for me, these targets are a little bit too bright. So what I do is I change the slope minus 2 dBs. And now the curve is, while retaining its shape, it's a little bit darker, which is what I'm looking for. This is a more mellow curve. And then a lot of people, they like, that punch in the mid bass. So we're gonna get that punch right now. So for the frequency, the peak of my mid bass response is 120 Hertz. So that's what I'm gonna use. Yours might be different. I'm gonna pick 120 Hertz right there. And the Q, I'm gonna set it to 1. And we're gonna boost it by 2 dBs. Right? Don't boost it too much, because if you boost it too much, you might start distorting, or you're going to start developing rattles in your doors if you have it in your doors. And now this is the result, right? So this is the boost that we just did, and we changed also the slope of the curve, so it's a little bit more mellow. So at this point, for the sake of this video, I'm going to stop, and I'm going to download it, right? So we export the modified curve, and it's right here, ToneBender modded txt, and it's in my downloads. So how do we use this curve? Usually what I do is I just bring it into, let me see, where's REW here? Okay, right here, REW. And my computer's a little bit slow. So, oh, not that slow. There it is. All right. So I'm going to open a set of measurements that I have here. I think they're just random measurements, adjusted measurements. This is for somebody that I was helping. These are not my actual measurements. Just pick whatever. Okay, this one. We're just gonna pick this. All right, so there's a whole bunch of measurements here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to import file, import. We're gonna import the original. We're gonna import the modded curve. Okay, so this is mileage. No, we did Jazzy. So we're gonna pick the Jazzy. This is the original curve. And now we're gonna import the changed curve. So we can put them side by side and take a look and see how this works. ToneBender model. So this is the one. Open. All right. So now to look at the curves to compare them, we go to all SPL, and I can get rid of everything. I don't need to see any of this stuff. Let's just look at the curves that we changed. And these are the two curves, right? And here you can see that the green one is the original Jazzy, and the purple, whatever color that is the one that we changed. How do I use these curves? Okay, so just a quick example. Let me see. So here's a tweeter. We're going to enable this tweeter, right? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the ToneBender modded curve. So what we do is we select EQ, and here this is Museway. I was helping somebody that has a Museway. So right now I have the wild edge curve loaded. We don't want that. We want the ToneBender. And with this you can use any curve and set your EQ that way. So we're gonna load the ToneBender, and now how I use it, I set this to speaker driver. The tweeter says 2000 and up, and 24, and then this one I set to none. And let me see, what is speaker driver? 2000, 24, none. This is okay. So now we need to raise this up a little bit, and we're going to do something. This is just an example, right? So this is not what I would actually do. So this is just an example. And how do we use the curve for auto EQ? So we want to tell it to go from 700 to 20, 1, 2, 3, 20,000. That's 20,000. And that tells the EQ to go from here to there, because this is a tweeter. I don't care about anything over here. And match response to target, and okay, and that's it. That's how you set up your auto EQ. Of course, this is just an example. This is not how I would do it, but this is how you would use the ToneBender curve. Feel free to ask any questions on the video, and that's it for now.